Hello, hello, hello. Wait, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Is anyone able to confirm or deny if they can hear me in the chat? Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Is this microphone working? Hello. Test, test. Okay, great. Hello, how's everyone doing? Today, I'm not really thinking about doing any live stream, or sorry, any live stream. I'm not thinking about pulling any tarot because I don't have that much time to go live today, but I really want to get in the habit of live streaming once a week. So I kind of figured today I could pop on here, and if you guys just want to chat, or especially if you guys have any dating questions, we can go from there. But if you guys want a tarot reading, I can honestly do one too. I just don't know how long I can stay on live today, but don't worry, it's not like a rush. I just don't have like my spiritual setup or anything, or any of my like spiritual music in the background, but I really just am here to hang out with you guys, just to talk and chat for a bit before I have to get going. So how are you guys doing today? How is everyone? What did you guys think about my latest video? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are kind of the thoughts? Um, any dating questions that you guys have in the chat, let me know. And then we can kind of go from there. And then if no one can come up with questions, we can just Google some questions and get me on a rant, okay? But today is just a really chill stream, just here to chat. You thought it was a good video? Great. Oh, thank you so much, Jason. Let me say hi to some people in the chat that are here. Um hello, Nine. I don't know how to say your name because I'm dyslexic, but there you go. Hello, Nine. Hello, Frankie. It's so good to see you. Hello, Jason. Hello, hello, hello. Um, oh, thank you so much, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, I have not really, have I been talking about IFS stuff? I really don't know. I really don't know. I feel like I've just been have I feel like IFS always somehow gets like warped into my videos, but I feel like they are less of the main focus. Oh, true. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we all have infinite parts of ourselves. And I was thinking about this today, but even people that have been married for like 20 plus years don't know each other that well. It's actually so interesting how mysterious a human being can be, even when you live with them, even when they're your family member or they are your roommate. We humans are very infinite. We are like an ocean. We got a lot of secrets. People are made up of many, many secrets, which I also just find very interesting. Um, like that's why you hear stories of people that have been together for like 20 plus years, married, they procreated, they spawned some children, they made those procreations, they got them kids, they've been together, and then you find out like, oh, he has like a secret, you know, corn, okay, I can't say the word, corn addiction, so to speak, or or she's been cheating on him, or like one of them has had like one of them was like assaulted in the past. I don't know why I'm like coming up with the most horrible examples, but I'm just saying like you'd be surprised how many secrets like your average person kind of has, and I think it's very unconscious. Not to say that like people aren't trustworthy. That's not my point. It's to say that we as human beings are very infinite. We have so much that actually makes up who we are, and even if you're with somebody for 25 plus years, you can always find out something new about them down the road. And I just find that concept so interesting. Like the mystery of like being human, just how complex humans are. Just like the things that we choose to share versus the things that we choose not to share, just in our personal lives, like it's all very interesting. Let me read the chat. You guys know I'm ADHD, like I'm so bad at reading the chat every time I go live, but I'm glad to see you guys again. Any dating questions? Today's a really chill stream. We're kind of not doing a spiritual stream today, until I got more time on my hands. I would love to, but feel free to donate to support the channel. And if you guys are like, Amanda, I really need a tarot reading, I will grab my deck. Like, don't worry. You don't have to force me. You don't have to convince me. If you guys really want a personal tarot reading, I will grab my deck. But today is just more chill. Just chatting in the stream for a bit because I'm really trying to get more consistent about streaming. I want to be able to kind of have streams that feel really casual where I just hop on for 30 minutes. Like you can just go on my channel and double check, like, oh, is Amanda streaming? And oh, I'm streaming right now, you know? I really want some casual streams like that as well, just because I feel like I don't stream enough. So then when I do go live, it has to be this whole production. And we want more consistency in our streaming schedule. So I'm just like, today, I'm like, I don't really have time to do like the whole production, but I do have time to hop on live. So I want to take advantage of that and like kind of continue doing that. Because a lot of you guys watched my last stream. I'm very surprised. I really appreciate just anyone that's taking the time to listen. I have a test that I'm studying. This is just a personal. I'll just go on a personal rant and then I'm gonna read the chat. Sorry. But I have a test coming up that I'm studying for, and I have dyslexia, and I'm really worried because I have not taken a test in a long, like an actual test. You know what I mean? Like I've taken tests, but not like an actual like sit down, have somebody looking over your head, like can't cheat, got to know all the answers type test in a while. And I have the opportunity for that coming up, and I've just been really pooping my pants on it. I've really been pooping my pants on it. I've really not been doing my best at believing in myself in order to study. I've not been diving into the studying work of this test because of how much anxiety I built up over taking it. It almost like won't allow me to take it. So now I'm just in a place where I really need to figure out how I can let myself dive in and like full force into something without, how do I say, overcomplicating it so that it never happens. I feel like that. Okay, now I'm going on a real personal rant. I feel like that's the story of my life. I feel like sometimes, especially even with these live streams, I just kind of overthink things so then I don't do it as much. So then I don't dive into it as often. And maybe that's not as relatable as what I'm talking about, but you get the idea. Sometimes I overdo it. Like I have such a high expectation that nothing ends up happening. It's just complicated, but I want to go live more. Okay, so let's aside the point. But don't you get extra time if you have dyslexia? That's the thing. I don't really know anymore because I used to have those accommodations when I was younger, but I don't know how to get them back because I'm in my adult era, so I'm not like a child anymore, and I don't know if those accommodations still apply, nor do I know who or how to go about them. But I'm really frustrated with myself. Yes, analysis paralysis, exactly. I'm really frustrated with myself because I feel like I have all the tools at my fingertips to make this test happen, but it is a struggle. Like I keep kind of overthinking it and then not doing anything about it, and I feel like this is a pattern for other things in my life, like the example I used for live streaming. So I'm really trying to work around that, if that makes sense. You will be fine. Sometimes procrastinating and cramming at the end can work instead of studying for days on end. Yes, yes. What's the test? It's for my social work that I do outside of YouTube. It's all that related, and I'm just pooping the. I'm like pooping the bed. What? Like I would say the SHI word, but I can't. But I'm pooping the bed. I'm crapping. I'm crapping the bed. Um. Okay. Let's see what these comments are about. Sorry. Thank you so much again. Yes, yes, yes. My feet are killing me. Duh, 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 most horrible. I'm sorry you're going through that, by the way, Frankie Ducky. If my ex, sorry, and again, if I don't read your comment, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to like, if my ex was straight with me, then broke up and started dating that in the LGBTQ circles, was she always like that? or did she change being bi to genderqueer? I don't even know what that is. I don't think that okay, this is my personal thoughts. You guys are gonna think that this is controversial, but I don't think anyone is 100% straight versus like anyone is even 100% gay. Um, I think it's a spectrum and people have like a preference, like a stronger preference versus the other. So to me, like maybe at that time, and I also think that sexuality has some fluidity to it, just because humans are humaning, who knows? You never know. Like, there's this one really pretty realtor on Selling Sunset, and she dated men her whole life, and now she's married to a woman. So, and she's like drop dead gorgeous. Her name is Chriselle. Like, she's literally, you could look her up. Chriselle Selling Sunset. She's a very gorgeous woman. She's been with men like football player, like rich man, like just like down men, and then now she's like dating a woman. So, and she's 40 and never dated a woman until she turned 40 years old. So that's what being a human is, you guys. So to me, it sounds like your ex, I wouldn't overthink it. Like, I'm sure that when you guys were together, she was attracted to you at that time, or like there was like, that's what she was like interested in pursuing at that time. But like, I doubt she was ever like 100% one way or the other. And now she's probably in a space of pursuing the other side of the spectrum that maybe she didn't get to explore. But in other words, I don't think it's a matter of like your relationship being in vain. I just think that sexuality is extremely fluid and people have parts of themselves that they decide to explore at different points in their life, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I just think like some people have a stronger preference, whatever. Okay. Amanda, I hope that that answers your question. Amanda, did I make a mistake by not responding to cute clients' text on Valentine's Day? Hey, there's no such thing as a mistake. In the way that you're saying it, like I wouldn't be ashamed. You could always respond now or reach out later. Um, Hello, Nicholas. There is no way to cover your sins than the shed of blood of Jesus Christ and repenting your sin. Yes, I really hope that Jesus can help me with this test though, because I don't know. I'm pooping the pants, my guy. I'm pooping the pants. If you can call Jesus up and have me help, have him help me with this test. Um, oh, thank you. Thanks, Frankie. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of struggling with. And yes, Blue Note. Yes, yes, this is the story of my life. You will be fine. Sometimes procrastinating and cramming at the end can work instead of studying for days on end. You know what? You know what? You are speaking my language. You are speaking my logic. Do not feed this thing. Like you are speaking my logic. You are speaking. It is not easy. It is not easy. It actually studying for social work has taken it's been like 50 times harder than I ever would have had expected it to be. Um, you have to complete like 1,000 hours in the college program for your internship, then another 3,000 hours in person, all this and being in person of another like in order to get your license, your clinical license, because it's like clinical mental health, you have to complete another 3,000 hour, then you have to do all this testing, and then it takes 2.5 years of schooling to get your master's. Sucks. Like it's too much in my opinion. It's too much. But it's not terribly hard. Like if this was doctor level, I would not be able to do it because I'm dyslexic. Like I have ADHD. Like my brain, and I don't even like to be like, oh, I have ADHD, but like my brain is missing cells. Maybe that's not because of ADHD. Maybe that's because of 5-MeO DMT and THC and everything on under the sun that my past has. But we're doing better. Okay. Practice causes imprinting in your brain. Repetition causes it to permanently stick. Thank you. Thank you, Nicholas. That's actually really great advice. Um, no, it's not easy. My dad works with social workers. They have tons of problems. Yes. I don't think that this is true. I think that it's really hard to say, but I really do think that we don't in society, it's really hard for men to even express like a fruity interest without it being okay, like they're gay. But I do think that men have stronger preferences. I don't know. I really don't know. This is all generalization. I don't think anyone is 100% straight though or 100% gay. I don't think that. Even the straightest man, like 1%, 1%, you had to have like looked at an Abercrombie model and been like, okay, fine. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, it's a work of the devil. Demons influence people. Getting a girl to turn on a man, go after a girl is not of God. Um, I can understand a strong emotional bond, but I can't understand the physical stuff. Um, yeah, again, everybody is different. Like there are going to be people, "Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you." Um I know I wish I was doing some form of tarot readings today. If you really want one or if you want like a little oracle or like an affirmation message, I can grab my affirmation deck and we can kind of go from there. Um my dream was to be at a social work did you guys hear that? A social worker. My dream was to be a social worker at one time. Nice. But I didn't have the guts to pursue it. Yeah, I mean, there are so many ways though where you can do social work like things, such as volunteering at a soup kitchen. Like you can help the people without having to go down and pay thousands of dollars to like go to school to become a social worker. There are so many jobs that fall in that umbrella, in that field that you can kind of get curious about. So many side gigs, there are so many social services that you only need a high school diploma for, and you can work with people that are really struggling, like homeless or victims of some sort, and you don't even require a college degree. It's like you can look into it. There's tons of stuff that you can do that aligns with the value of helping and giving back to others and being in the field with like a very vulnerable population, so to speak. So don't think that you need to become a social worker or whatever to provide social services to other people. You just have to look for those like humanitarian type jobs. I hope that that makes sense, but that is a hill I'm willing to die on. Um, if I study martial arts to defend myself, will it make me attractive to women? Samuel, thanks so much for joining. It's good to see you again. All due respect, I hate the way that you worded this question. We on this channel do not want to do things so that somebody else could be like so that we're constantly proving our worth. Hey, please accept me, please accept me, please accept me, please accept me. And we're constantly having to like prove our worth because we don't think that we're good enough. So then we're like chasing this idea of a person which will never become, and just to get the acceptance or the validation, the very fleeting band-aid validation from another person. If you want to study martial arts to be to like I don't know, advance your psychology and your physical health, then do it. But if you are doing it to become attracted to women, you already have the entire approach of dating wrong. Instead of going up to a woman and being like, "Will this one accept me?" Go up to a woman and then have the audacity to be like, "Do I even like her?" Have the inner self confidence to be like, "Do I even align with this person?" And have the inner self confidence to be like, "I'm going to be my most authentic self." If that makes sense. Listen, I actually hate the concept of having a big forehead. There are so many people that have told me, "Oh, I've gotten made fun of for having a big forehead." And I would never have even noticed their forehead until they've said, "Oh, somebody made fun of me for having a big forehead." In other words, if you have a big forehead, so many people have big foreheads, don't become body dysmorphic over the forehead. 9 times out of 10 people that have had big foreheads, they look normal, like, they look totally fine. Um, um, there is no sexual fluidity according to the Bible, but everyone has a measure of fem yes, according to the Bible, but I just think in actuality, like, everybody is like at least 1% gay. Or even if you're gay, you're like 1% straight. Like I just think that it's not that deep and we don't have to make it that deep. But I know that that's rude because I know that a lot of men feel a lot of shame about being attracted to other men because of the expectation that gets placed on men to be like 100% straight all the time. But it's okay. It's okay to be human. Like it really, really is. Um, I'm schizoaffective and drug addict, been homeless. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad that you made it through that, it sounds like. Women have mostly feminine, but also masculine. Yeah, exactly. Everybody has both. Like, that is something I can totally attest to. I like rom-coms, so that's definitely feminine. Yeah, I'm I like to avoid the doctor. Some people that would say that that's masculine. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I hate wearing jewelry. I hate it. I won't even if I'm in a store, I won't even look at the jewelry. I have actually like a grotesque response when it comes to jewelry. I get the heebie-jeebies. I cannot do jewelry. I cannot do it. And, jewelry is traditionally these days, I guess, feminine, so to speak, sometimes, although men can easily wear it too. But you get the idea. Like things other than just like chains or watches. Okay, whatever. Um, no, no way, Amanda. Most straight men are 100% into women. Any guy that is even a little attracted to men would just be gay since it's easier. I I I just, like, don't think anyone is, like nothing in life is black and white. That's the funny thing. You can just take this principle of nothing being 100% one way versus 100% the other and just apply it to reality. It's not like I'm not, like, reinventing the wheel by saying that nobody's 100% one way versus 100% the other. No, nothing is black and white in life. I think that you could literally take anything and then realize, oh, it's not black and white. Even the sky isn't always blue. It's sometimes cloudy. It's sometimes cloudy, and then there's like a speck of blue. Just kind of observe reality, and you'll come to realize that black and white is just a mental construct, usually coming from a place of uh, pain and the reality is that everything is gray, but the human mind has a hard time like holding all of that nuance. So that's where black and white comes in. But the reality is that reality is not black and white. At least in my opinion. Okay, I could be sounding like an idiot right now. So take it with a grain of salt, but the point is that I just don't think anything's 100% one way versus 100% the other, if that makes any sense. I wish I had karate when I was young. Yeah, yeah, I mean, totally. It seems like such a cool facet to, like, kinda get into. I feel like I can only date womb in, who have similar imbalances in brain chemistry. I kind of feel as though, if you are neurodivergent, dating somebody that's neurotypical will get exhausting. That's just in my experience, uh, quite honestly. So I think it's fair to want somebody that kind of has the same or can relate to your trauma or can kind of relate to the world in the same way that you can. I think that that's a total fair ask. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Um, it probably would have given confidence in life. I mean, nothing's an end all be all, and it's never too late, Frankie Ducky. You can get into karate now. Oh, yeah, of course, Chris. I mean, I'm not like bisexual or anything. I consider myself like straight, but I just don't think anyone is 100% straight. I've definitely looked at a woman and been like, "Oh wow, like that's a very beautiful woman right there," right? I've also done the same for men, like but I'm not bi, but I just don't think anybody is 100% straight. And I like not to say like down the road, like who knows. Um, do you disagree that men are from Mars and women are from Venus? Yes, I always like to say to that comment that we are both from Earth. Thank you so much, Frankie Ducky. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Straight men and women definitely both have masculine and feminine traits to varying degrees. Totally. This is no, but nothing is black and white. Brothers and sisters in the chat, ain't nothing black and white. I am telling you, if you start to study and just observe the nature of reality, you'll realize, oh, nothing's black and white. I think being a human would be a lot less complex if it was. It would be a lot easier to be human. And as we all know, fellow human beings in the chat, it ain't so easy. Um, I feel like crying when I look at a picture of myself at that weight. There could be a part of you too, Frankie Ducky, that's experiencing like some harshness. Because sometimes I get like that. I'm not trying to compare like my life to yours, but like I guess from a personal anecdote, like I talk about it all the time on my channel. I struggle with body dysmorphia. So it doesn't even matter if I'm looking good or looking bad, or if I'm sick and then I look in the mirror and then I'm like, okay, well, my face is puffy because I'm literally sick, or like if I'm, healthy and having a great day. There are just times where I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, like I hate this. Like I actually hate perceiving myself. This is so awkward. Like, why does this have to be a part of reality? And then I will like look in the like another mirror and then I'll be like, "Oh, it's fine." In other words, a lot of our minds tend to play tricks on us. Sorry. If women wait 1 second. If women don't like I just want to say like patriarchal because I can't even pronounce this word anymore. Relationships and want equality. Why do they expect men to make the first move, plan the date, and pay? I think in any relationship dynamic, it's especially at the beginning. Although, like, at the end of the day, if you're trying to get to know somebody, you can always go on a date where it's free and you don't have to pay. But I think, in other words, there's always like a pursuer and then somebody kind of, I guess, like or a leader and somebody kind of not a leader, but somebody kind of leading the relationship and somebody following it, whatever. I think part of paying in my experience is a part of the masculine and feminine push-pull dynamic in a relationship. Even gay couples, there's a masculine person, more masculine presenting, and then there's a person that's more feminine presenting. Like lesbians, gay men even have like a feminine man and a more masculine man, whatever. You get the idea. Anyways, I don't think that it means that people want like traditional relationships as much as they are desiring to have that masculine and feminine push pull, if that makes sense. But just because you're paying for a couple dates doesn't mean that you have to pay for somebody's livelihood. I wouldn't recommend anyone to do that. If you are finding a woman, make sure she is financially stable. Make sure she is financially secure. Make sure she knows what she's doing. Make sure she is a responsible adult if you want to date a woman. Unless you want to date a girl who's playing around, doesn't know what she's doing. We want to date women. We want to date responsible adults. And so don't expect, like, don't overgive. But if you want to pay, like, at the beginning, I think that that speaks volumes to, like, masculine and feminine polarity as opposed to needing a traditional structure of relationships. Have you ever taken a personality test, Engram? Remember what type you are. I've taken the Myers-Briggs test, and I'm pretty sure, and I took it years ago, so I don't know if it's the same. I should take it again, honestly. I feel like I've changed, kind of. Maybe not. But I took it a couple years ago, like a long time ago, and I got the campaigner. I think I was an ENFP, if I can remember correctly. But oh God, people are gonna take that and run with it because I know that there's gonna be people in the chat that just love, knowing what your personality type is and are really into the psychology of it, in quotes. Um, No, don't let that hold you back. Start exercising in any way that feels right for you now and releasing those endorphins. If you're having a heart, again, not a nutritionist, not a health person, but if you're having a lot of difficulty changing your diet, don't just because you can't change your diet doesn't mean that you can't change your exercise regimen if you want to try that. And then maybe the diet will follow kind of thing. Literally every girl was checking him out. Well, no one noticed me. Sometimes people aren't even checking people out. Sometimes like people are just looking. Not trying to dismiss that. Like I totally get that, but don't compare yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. That's what I'm trying to say. If women aren't attracted to me, how can I change that if I don't try to be more attractive? You can change that by loving and accepting yourself. I know people are gonna hate that, but like swear to God, like that's what you're on my channel for a reason. And it's a lot of it is a reflection of the relationship that you have with yourself. Um, thanks so much, Frankie Ducky. And that is not true. Oh, that's great. I'm so happy to hear that. You can get if you live in a cold climate, I would highly recommend getting heated socks and heated gloves. The parts of our bodies that tend to get the most cold in cold weather is usually hands and feet. So if you can figure out a way to protect those, you can actually go out in like pretty cold temperatures. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the other donation. I really appreciate it. An ENFP, I heard, is the most uh introverted of the E's, if that makes sense. Because I'm definitely not an extrovert. I don't have that many. I keep my circle small, and I have to spend so much time alone, or I get overwhelmed. Like if I have like two big social events back to back, I actually will burn out, and then I won't leave my room for like a month. I don't know. Maybe I need to talk to my therapist about that, um but I really do think it has to do with being introverted, and it's okay to be introverted. I wish I was man candy for just one day so I know what it feels like. I'm only eating dessert on the weekend, and I haven't drank alcohol in 2 weeks, which is a nice start for me. Great. Yes. Yes. I've also been on the journey of quitting alcohol as well. I'm going to make a video about quitting drinking, but I want to wait until I reach a certain amount of time in order to speak on the journey of previously drinking alcohol to no longer drinking alcohol. I think I've talked about it in a previous live stream before, but good for you. Um, I'm a secure attachment style. If I was calm in the breakup and helped my ex-girlfriend move, I only shamed her once. I don't know what got into me. I said, "You don't care about the relationship." Well, I would just kind of look at the relationship. Okay, this is just my 2 cents. This is my 2 cents when you are this is my 2 cents when you are sorry, let me get my thoughts in alignment. I'm losing words in my brain. Okay, this is my 2 cents when you are recovering from a relationship, right? If you are recovering from a relationship, if you are trying to move forward, how do you do that? I found that you got to feel the hurt. You got to feel the hurt at the beginning. And then you got to let yourself not feel the hurt anymore. You kind of got to stop after a certain point. You got to stop, and then you got to say, I don't care about what this other person that I broke up with is thinking and doing because they are no longer in my orbit. They're not in my reality. They're not in my life. I have no control over them. I have to let them go. So once you feel the pain, you got to let them go. And then once you let them go, then you have to take a look at yourself and you got to say, I need to take responsibility for what how I showed up in this relationship, not in a like self-hating way, but in more of a what I showed up in this relationship and what insecurities I want to fix from this relationship as I move forward. Perhaps in your last relationship, you always felt the need to prove your worth. And then in your next relationship, you're like, I'm just going to show up as me. As long as you're taking the time to like realize the important spiritual lessons, the nitty gritty of like what you said, what she said shouldn't matter anymore. You just got to take like what your soul was meant to learn, like the overall like bigger lesson. You got to take that and then you got to say F it to everything else and let it go. F it to what she's thinking. F it to how the argument unfolded. You know what I mean? Who cares? Like, stop the nitpicking and then actually take, like, what's my spiritual lesson here? Okay, I was way too insecure about my worth. I'm going to free myself from that. And I'm going to let myself show up more authentically in my next relationship, for instance, if that makes sense. Yeah, totally. Listen, we all go through phases. Like, it's no shame if you've used substances to cope. I have been there. I have been there. I have an extremely addictive personality. So, from one sister to a brother, if you're a brother, I'm assuming from one sis to next, what I can tell you is I have been through the ringer with addiction. Oh my gosh, like, I'm one hop, skip, step, and a jump away from just doing rhymes with Sarowin on the street. Luckily, I have been born into a life in which my life has love and opportunity and people who care about me in it. Had I been born in any other life circumstances, I know for a fact drugs, this and that would have taken me out a long time ago. That's just the truth. Um, no circle for me are like, but like now I'm like choosing a sober life, but that's just because of my life circumstances. In other words, I can understand why a lot of people are homeless. Like, I don't know, don't judge a book by its cover. No circle for me are liability. Yes, sorry. I don't understand that comment guy with the comments. I just don't think I was paying attention to the previous thing. Um, Maybe just extroverted with a smaller social battery? Mm, I'm pretty introverted though. That's why I gotta retake that test because I don't know if it's accurate anymore. I don't on drinking until St. Patrick's Day again. Well, oh, Frankie Ducky, read this book. It's called wait, Frankie Ducky, read this book. It's on Audible. You can get it paperback through Amazon. Anyone in the chat that's trying to break drinking, um, you should look at The Unexpected Joy of Getting Sober. It is from a female perspective, so you actually never mind. Some of you in the chat might enjoy sobriety books from a male perspective. Um, because yeah, but I still recommend it. The Unexpected Joy of Getting Sober. Um, I started intermittent fasting, and even a full 48-hour fast recently helped lose weight. My body went into shock a few times, had bad panic attacks, and social anxiety. Yes, I feel like if you do a fast, you shouldn't fast for more than 3 days or something like that. I kind of forget. Again, I'm not a doctor. Um, is any of this realistically helping any of you in relationships with women? Honestly, if it's not, like, good luck on the other dating channels, because I'm gonna tell you, a lot of that other dating stuff is not gonna fix your life. We're not looking for band-aids on this channel. We are looking for internal change. We are looking to change as a human being, not just to get a girl to be like, "Oh yes, I finally accept you now." Um, Forget and let go, taking the spiritual darkness, learn the lesson, makes sense. Yes, ADHD is more prone to addiction. And even if you had a girlfriend, it doesn't mean that you're happy. It doesn't mean that she's the right girl. Again, guys, let's not oversimplify things, right? Um, that makes sense. That makes sense because that's my brain. I have a hard time getting close to people. I have had several instances in my life where women showed interest, but I couldn't accept I was worthy of love. Do you deal with this at all? I've had the hardest time. That constant need to prove yourself as lovable instead of just like being who you are. It was 100% one of the hardest life lessons I had to learn. But at the end of the day, it is the most rewarding and it is what's going to lead you to that right person. But of course, I relate to this infinitely, infinitely. I relate so deeply. I relate. Um, Oh, thank you so much, Frankie Ducky. Frankie Ducky, you were a huge like motivator for me to like do these streams. Like, I really do feel like if you weren't motivating me on my YouTube channel, I honestly wouldn't be streaming. So that really does mean a lot, Frankie Ducky. Thank you. Um, Don't start. None won't be none. Also, I have no money for drugs. That's a blessing. Hey, guy in the comments, that's a blessing. And no, I'm not gonna start. Listen, I got too many people in my life that care about me, too much opportunity. I can't do that. But I'm saying if I was born, like if I was born in the foster care system, I would be dead. I would be dead. Are you kidding? I would be dead. Are you kidding? If my personality, my brain, if I was born in the foster system, I would be dead. I wouldn't make it to 20. I'd be going into that white light. I would have gone into that white light yesterday. That's why. That's why have compassion for your fellow human beings. Cause God dang. I don't know how people I don't know how people survive so much trauma in life. That's a different story for another day. Um, it's hard to tell the difference between ENFP and INFP, very similar. It's hard to tell the difference between ENFP and INFP. Okay, good to know. Yes. So none of you have a woman. Sorry, guys, I just got distracted. Give me 1 second. I might be able to stay on stream for longer than I previously expected. So good news. Good news, I might be able to stay on stream, but just give me 1 second while I like kind of figure out what the plan is here because I actually think I can stay on stream for longer. But I'm also thinking, should I pause, like kind of stop this stream and then start another stream in a bit so I can get the tarot cards and the candles and the music, or should I just keep this stream going and like add all those things? Sorry, 1 second. I'm dying of thirst. Okay. So, what's the purpose of relationship advice when none of us are in a relationship? That's a great question, JT. So, I think that a ton of relationship advice is very superficial. I am here for those that want to awaken their highest potential of self love to align with somebody that is extremely right for them. I think, especially in modern society, I don't think surface level dating advice is going to cut it. I don't think the goal is just to be like, oh, I'm taken now. I think the goal is to actually like no longer hate yourself. Um, I think this channel is for people that struggle a lot with like self hatred. I know I did a lot, and so that's what we're fighting for. Like, how do we not hate ourselves? And a lot of the self-hatred comes from past trauma of other people treating us with hate. So then we take that on, we internalize that. So on this channel, the battle is to overcome the internalization of self-hatred that other people have projected on you in your past and to become aware of that trauma. So if you guys like want like, oh, like, if you say this and that line and go up to 600 women at the club, if you want that dating advice, you can go and get it. But I don't look at that as a success. Like it's just a hamster running on a wheel. It's like if I took a hamster and put it into the washing or the dryer machine, it's just going to be going around a bunch of times. You may think you're getting somewhere. You may get somewhere for a second, but you're not healing the deepest wounds within you. And the deepest wounds within you is the fact that you genuinely got the idea that you are so unlovable in this lifetime, you're never going to find a romantic connection. That's what this channel is for. If you genuinely woke up one day and you're like, I am so unlovable, like what brings you, what leads you to this channel in the first place? What leads you to it is the fact that you think that you're so effed up, you're so significantly effed up that no one's going to like you. We have to like look at that thought and say, what the hell, how did this thought even enter my mind? Because the reality is like we should be thinking, oh duh, we're gonna meet someone because we're not serial killers. Like why wouldn't we, you know? Anyways, I hope that that made sense. I felt like I ranted in like several hundred places. Caffeine fix is sometimes the only highlight of my day. Guy in the comments, the caffeine fix is like the reason I get up out of the bed in the morning. So you're not alone. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm still I'm not for far enough along in quitting drinking to be like, "Oh, I'm 100% like I'm a sober life. I would really like to get further in my journey. But I think every day I'm trying to lean more into a life of sobriety and leaning out of a life of addiction. But addiction has like plagued me for like, decades. So even though I'm like not that old, but like addiction has plagued me for decades, that it's like to the point where my biggest hurdle is like it's like to the point where like leaning out of addiction and leaning into sobriety, it's like a conscious choice I'm making every day, and it's great. But I wouldn't say I'm like, "Oh, I've been sober for the past 5 years of every substance and under the sun." And in fact, I can even make a video on this, but it's really funny because I remember after, and I had talked about this on my channel, but when I got broken up with in high school is when my addictions really got worse. And I remember thinking, I like addiction to substances so much more than the addiction to love or the addiction to people because people have free will and I can control substances. So therefore, I'm going to socially isolate with my substances instead of, because those people that are addicted to relationships or like addicted to love or addicted to codependency, that could never be me. Because I'm like, oh, like I that those people have free will. I can't, like, I'm too introverted for that. I don't know what, like, how 2 plus 2. No. If there's anything I'm going to be addicted to, it's going to be a substance. Does that make any sense? I'm literally so nuts. Um, I'm crazy. Um, I'm glad I'm not alone. It sucks because I try to be so positive in my life. In my head, I am crazy cynical about a lot of things, including myself and my abilities. Yeah, you are not alone, but and I'm going to say this, I'm also cynical about myself and my abilities, hence me talking about what was I talking about again? Hence me talking about being scared I'm going to fail at this test. If you were tuning in to the beginning of this live stream, that's what I was talking about. I'm not simping. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I don't think people are here just to simp. I think people may not even agree with me. They might just want to be like, "Oh, what does this crazy random chick on this YouTube channel think?" If women want kindness and an emotional debt, why do they date arrogant or large ego guys? Women that date somebody of arrogance or a large ego, that sounds like a nightmare. So women that date those guys are not healed themselves. They are dating those guys because they have so many unhealed parts of themselves that think that they can't do better. They think that they think that love is toxic. They don't know what love is. So don't look to those women and say, "Oh, like this is the standard," because there's women that date arrogant men. There's also women that date amazing, wonderful, emotionally strong men. I would rather be with somebody emotionally strong than somebody emotionally arrogant. Keep it going. Sounds good. Um Stop projecting, bro. Going over relationship dynamics helps those with less experience. Sorry, I like lost the comment section again. I like lost what we were talking about. Is Mind Titans a good channel? I've never heard of that channel. I'm probably gonna say no. I literally only like my channel for dating advice. I'm very narcissistic in that way. I'm not gonna lie. I literally despise most dating channels. That makes sense. Except for 2, but they're catered towards women, so I don't wanna say. I'm too pathetic for thinking about a girl that rejected me in 6th grade. But I think that dating advice for men is awful. I think it's awful because none of it centers around how to love yourself. But if you look for dating advice for women, a lot of it centers around how to love yourself. So why? Why is that? That's not fair. Why do women get advice like here's how to set a boundary and here's how to love yourself more, and versus men it's like, "Oh, you suck. Who you are as you are is disgusting. It's disparaging. It's awful. You might as well fall off a railing and then follow this advice, and then maybe a girl will accept you." Like, no, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. We are learning how to love ourselves. I'm sorry, like, so before you guys come for me, "Oh, She likes two dating channels and they're catered towards women, but she doesn't like any of the dating channels that are catered towards men. It's like, that's for a reason though, because what have men been fed? It's awful. That's what I'm trying to say, you guys. Like, what has society been telling men for years and years and years? Other men and other women. It's bad. It's not fair. How can I be authentic when I was forced to put on an act from an early age and forgot who I really am a long time ago? See, Samuel, now you're giving me something I can work with. Now we're getting somewhere, Samuel. This is what IFS likes to call a trailhead. So you're going to want to follow that trailhead and see where it goes. You have a line of thinking. Why, when you were a child, did you why were you forced to put on an act, and why in that process of being forced to put on an act by other people did you give up your authentic self? Like, why did you do that, and why did that happen to you? Getting to the bottom of that is what's going to start helping you. Oh my gosh, Prism, thank you so much. Oh, I don't even know if I'm reading that right. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Prism. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that means I'm so shook right. I've never gotten a donation that high on stream before. Thank you so much. That really means the world, Prism. Thank you. And I love your profile picture, of course, but thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I feel like I gotta give like a tarot reading or something. Like, what would you like, Prism? Thank you. Thank you. That is so kind. That really means a lot. Like, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. I'm really shook right now. That is just so kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That is so kind. Let me know if I can read for you or something, or answer a question like that you have. Just let me know if you need anything. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Prism. W in the chat for Prism, you guys. W in the chat for Prism. That's incredible. Thank you so much. I'm like so shook over that. That is like one of the highest I've ever been donated like on stream. So thank you. That's incredible. Supports the channel, keeps me doing what I'm doing. But I really appreciate that. W in the chat for Prism. Amanda, do you like football or hockey more? Um, I I consume football the most. However, I wish that I spent more time watching more hockey and basketball. I actually want to get a little bit more into playing basketball myself. I know that's very strange. But I want to get more into playing basketball myself. As you guys know, I am 6'4". So 6'4", since I am that tall, I should be playing basketball. I'm just kidding. But I watch hockey the most, or sorry, I watch football the most, but I wish I watched hockey and basketball more. That's my answer to that. I hope that that makes sense. Um, I want to find time because I do think sports are so fun, and even with football, I feel like I just put it off. I like don't find the time to consume the entertainment. Um, my advice would be to force yourself to be in more social situations. Exposure therapy, there is something real to that. That's the only thing I like about approaching a lot of women is exposure therapy, because I just believe that there is some good to that exposure therapy. But if you're doing it to get a girlfriend, I just like, if you're doing it for these other reasons, like you feel like you have to, or in order to get a girlfriend, then I would rethink the approach as to why you're doing it. Because I only recommend doing that is if you really want to experience exposure therapy, so to speak. Because I know that that does help for some people. Um, a lot of that loneliness is, yes, due to self-rejection. Yes. And also, I don't want you guys to think that I'm just sitting on here saying, "Oh, you rejected yourself because one day you decided that you don't like you, so all the problems in your life are your fault." That's not what I'm saying. You were taught to reject yourself by other people because other people, like, like it's this internalization process. So it's not something that you just like thought up by yourself and now you are the victim of your own doing. It's not true at all. Not true at all. I hope that that makes sense though, because I feel like I'm just like touching the iceberg of something. I reached some girls, colleagues of my class. A majority of them got out of the conversation at some extent. Now I fear that my honor and my image might be ruined, and I feel like crap today. Help? Sorry, one second. Let me reread this. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like drinking water. I feel like that's so gross. Okay. I reached some girls, colleagues of my class. I think it's gross because the microphone can hear it. Um, Colleagues of my class, majority of them got out of the conversation that my honor and image might be ruined. So I kind of I don't fully understand the scenario as to what you're asking, but my question to you, Gustavo, is why does it matter what they think of you? Why is your honor based on your image? Why isn't your honor due to a deep level of self respect from within to where if somebody judges you, it doesn't matter because you respect yourself? We should have inner self respect instead of having an image to uphold because that's kind of like having a house of cards or the saying you throw stones at glass, whatever. It's not strong enough. Sorry, one second, my dad just texted me, let me respond. Sorry about that. My dad texted me. Oh, one thing I wanted to talk about. You guys, my last video or like one of my last videos about dads, I did one on moms. I don't want you guys to think that in that video I'm criticizing dads. That was hard. Like, you guys, that video was not meant to be me criticizing dads. I was meant to shine a light about like just the true sadness of how much society needs more father love. That and it's not meant to blame dads. I hope that that makes sense. I That's a different story for another day, but I think that there are of course problems with moms and problems with dads. I have a video on my channel. It's about mother hunger. I maybe I'll start a playlist, but I think that we need to like both moms and dads. We are all human. Like we are all human. Most of my trauma came from my mom. Like not to be TMI, but I got more mommy issues than daddy issues any day of the week. Okay, like me as a child, I was very much I needed mom. I needed mom. But like some people as children, they need dad. They need dad. It's so depending on who you are. So I don't want you guys to think that I was like just critiquing dads. I actually have a video about moms, if that makes sense. Yes, totally, totally. If you're not born a Chad doesn't mean you can't become a Chad. Yes, exactly. And like who wants to even become a Chad? Like become yourself, I don't want to be a Stacy or whatever, a Becky. I'm Amanda. I'm a man. Duh. When I was a kid, she punished me by putting me in freezing cold water, and it scared me. Oh my god, Frankie Ducky, I'm so sorry. That is very, like, abusive, from what it sounds like. I understand. I went through my fair share of crap too, and it still hurts to this day. Keep your head up. Totally, totally. Do people with addictive personality typically struggle with promiscuity? So I don't think so because in my case, I was very much because of how fearful I was of having a person abandon me, I was almost I self-isolated so much that I almost like I don't know. There was like a lot of emotional stunting in that process. So I don't think that that's true at all based on my personal experience. I'm 38 and I've never had a girlfriend. I've had some girls show interest, but also I struggle with an eating disorder, and an eating disorder is about control. So it might be a little different. But also there's nothing wrong with being promiscuous either. Like I'm not trying to start those lies on my channel. There's nothing wrong with that either. It's just in my experience, no. In my experience, the whole point of being addicted to substances was the fact that they have no free will, and I could never get addicted to people because they have free will and then they could hurt me. So I replaced people with substances, if that makes sense. Um, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, I want Ryan Gosling to keep me in change. Look, I want Ryan Gosling to keep me in chains in his basement, like the guy in Pulp Fiction. Awesome! Thank you so much for the donation, Dylan. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I have. I'm very uncultured. I've like not seen Pulp Fiction since I was a kid, so I don't remember it. Um, have you ever thought of going undercover as an average man or sub five, both online and possibly in person? If, what I hate about this argument is, ugh, I don't want to get into this. I'm sorry. I'm not answering this. Um, this has been a good stream. Oh, guys, let's be nice. I really want to cultivate a somewhat positive community to the best of my extent. Okay, my expectations are low, but come on, guys. We can do better than that. You don't even like Andy. Oh, I do. Sorry, I forgot about Andy's channel. I do like his channel. I do. Love yourself, lol, guys. Again, she is presupposing a attraction. I don't even know what that means. Probably a passport, bro. Don't even. Blue note. Who is Andy? Andy's been on my channel before. Chad loves himself, so be like Chad. Women's advice. Chad doesn't love himself either. And who is Chad? Who is Chad? Who is he? I don't know him. Have you ever talked to Chad? Who is Chad? Um Yeah, thank you so much, Prism. I was just thinking like Prism, that like made my whole night. Thank you so much. That is so kind. Yes, W Prism. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the W's. Okay, yes. Okay, Prism, what is your question? Um, if you want a tarot question, put it in the chat and then I'll pull some tarot and oracle for you, Prism. Let's go. Let's go. If you want any advice on anything, but if you don't have any specifics, I could just pull some oracle. But I got to get into my reading zone. So you might have to give me a minute. I don't know if you have to go. Basketball is cool as hell. Yes, I feel like I might be really behind on the chat. Jeez. Um, Jesus Christ. Yeah, 6'4", man. Not getting, not getting any shorter than that. Oh my God. Yes, I would love that. Um, I think the social scene in America drastically changed with smartphones, social media, and COVID lockdowns. People are cliquey and standoffish now. Facts. Facts. I agree with you. I agree with you. And I like your profile picture. And I agree. I think I think people are not I would say yes, standoffish, but I would even call it more so conflict avoidant post COVID. Notice why people ghost, right? It's because people are so conflict avoidant. It's actually become insane, but it comes from a place of not being able to emotionally deal with anything anymore because we're all so emotionally overwhelmed, if that makes sense. I can agree with your idea on exposure therapy. Probably not a good idea to just do it just to get a girlfriend. However, I believe if you did make female friends, it would make dating easier. That's why I really dislike it when people are like, oh, don't make female friends or don't be friends with women. That is such a bad take I've known so many girls that have been friends with a guy for years and then they end up getting married. That is such a bad take. It's okay when you can expose yourself to the other gender. I mean, it's what made me become so loving of so many men was having personal experiences talking to men. And I think that that's what a lot of men are missing. And it feels better to love the opposite gender, my and not fear them. Of course, you could critique and like have like, oh, like why do like blah blah blah, blah whatever. It's of course like you're gonna have your your preconceived notions and your biases, but at least overall, if you can recognize that you are very much capable of loving the other gender, that is so relieving in and of itself. And it makes you feel special. There's a lot of girls and guys out there that hate the opposite gender, and it's like I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be a girl that's so jaded hating on men. Absolutely not. I've seen those jaded girlies and I do not for me. I'm like, thank God every day I'm not like that. But I've made effort to not be like that. Had I not worked on myself and deconstructing and really finding time to love and understand the opposite gender in quotes, like if I had not done that, then I could maybe I'd be jaded and blah 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 because I'm already like antisocial as a person. But I'm so glad I didn't do that, and I recommend the same thing for men. It feels better to not be like one of those. Like when you think about a girl who hates men, you're probably like, ooh. And how do you think girls think about guys that just hate women? You know, it's like, you got the idea. Anyways, thank you, thank you, thanks so much. Oh, nice, nice. Hello, vegan dolls. Babies are small and lovely. Yes, I love babies. But I recently saw this video on YouTube and it was at this daycare center and this girl was like dancing and all the babies were so mesmerized. It was like I love babies. Like how could you not love a baby? Speaking of, I actually know someone who is I don't want to get too personal, but like you know people in your life that are procreating. I actually have to respond. Okay. My parents just came home and bought me dessert, so I can't stay on anymore. Oh, goodbye, Frankie. Thanks for joining. Um, if anything, I could use advice on a family situation. My brother set his life on fire. Oh, yes, I could totally give advice about this. Yes. Um, my brother set his life on fire, not all on purpose. Just as I was trying to move away for a new start, he'll probably need help should I stay. Oh my gosh, Prism, I'm so sorry that you are in that situation because as somebody that has a a brother, um gosh, I care so much for him. So I feel for your situation a lot. I would love to pull some cards for you. If that's what you're looking for. Um let me know, Prism, if that's what you're looking for, and then I'll get the cards out. And again, sorry if I'm taking too long to get to your question. I feel like okay, you asked this 10 minutes ago. Okay. I'm sorry. Um, I'm really late in the chat. No one needs to be a chat. Exactly. 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 If I could do a statement on this channel, it would be that exactly. No one needs a chat. Amanda, Stacy, thank you. Thank you. My dad energy year by year is increasing, so I take that as a good sign. Amazing. Yes, guy in the comments. Absolutely. We love dads. LOL, she's making sure to skip over my comment. Don't be fooled, guys. She's not as nice as she pretends to be. I'm sorry. I'm also ADHD, so I don't mean to do it on purpose. Everyone here is completing insane. Completely insane, yeah. I mean, I'm insane too, so I feel like, um, Scotty, this isn't the place for that. Presupposing attraction means you assume guys are already good looking when you give dating advice. Oh, no. What? Oh my god. No, sorry. We got another black pillar in the chat. Like that's why I couldn't understand this language. You already know how I feel about go on your god, your TikTok god's page, testicular cardiovascular. Go on his page and praise him, praise your god, because this is not the channel for black pill BS. Um, Passport bros complain about women in their towns acting non-traditional, but then go to Colombia or Thailand and end up dating the same non-traditional women they complain about in their towns. There's a lot to say on that. Um, but I hear what you're saying. Like there's just so much to go if I start talking about that right now, I'll never stop because there's just so many layers. But yes. Um Shout out to all the sad chads that are out there. Stay strong, brothers. No one too many chad that are adored for their success, not who they are. Yeah, exactly. We do not want to be adored for like the skill like for the things that we feel forced to show up and to bring in order, we want to be loved for our soul. We don't want to be loved for what society tells us that we need, for this much money in our bank account, or if we can do this, or if we can provide this. How about what my soul intrinsically provides? Just like how for women, like you don't want to just be loved for what's on the outside, so to speak. Whatever, it's different. Whatever, you get the idea. We want to be loved for our soul. That's the goal on this channel. Because who wants to be aligned with somebody that only likes you for something conditional? F that. I agree. Women friends are cool. Totally. Mask your intentions to hit by masking it as a friendship. Don't waste time with female friends. I used to have female friends and they always brought up stereotypically very worse women. Well, then you need some new friends. Then you need some new friends. Not everyone is the same. I'm not actually 6'4". No offense, Amanda, but staying in the friend zone for years with a girl while she gets the chatter type of and marry her is a win for most guys. Listen, you guys can do what you want, but I just think having like the door shut, being like I'm never gonna be friends with a female is not a great idea. All those female friends get out of their way and always fix me up with single mothers, messily overweight women. I always feel like I'm in chair. Then you need to find some female friends, you guys. Like I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Never take a dating advice from a female. This channel is just dating advice from a female. What's wrong with massively overweight women? True. Um, you think I'm a Clav fan? He's like 1 day years old. Come on, man. This is a decade. Okay. So you're pre cardiovascular. Okay. 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 Let's see. Okay, Prism. So I think what I'm gonna do for you is I'm going to answer your question about your brother with the tarot. And then I pulled an oracle and an affirmation deck. So I'm just gonna give you some like universal spiritual messages that you need to know and that you need to hear for this time. Um, if that makes sense, Prism. Let's see, where did your comment go? Your comment? Okay, I remember it though. Wait, no, I kind of want to find it though. Sorry. Sorry, sorry. I just want to find it. Where was your comment about your brother? Where did it go? I should have done it as soon as I seen it. That's my fault. Oh, okay. Found it. Found it. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I'm reading the chat. Okay. All right. Let's get you this advice on this family situation. Let's get you this advice on this family situation. Okay. Okay, today I pulled I always like to cleanse my deck with a crystal. So today we got the blue angel, which stands for the throat chakra. Here we go. Blue angel. I think I've like taken this to like job interviews before and they've gone well. It's amazing what crystals can do. Also, the chat, I will respond to everything you guys are saying. Just give me 1 second. Should you stay? Should you stay? It's okay. Prism. So you got okay. I'm seeing it's a really hard choice either way. Like I'm very much seeing you between a rock and a hard place right now. I'm seeing if you choose to stay, that's going to be a very hard decision to make, or that's a very hard path to take if you decide to stay. I'm seeing that this family situation, you got the 10 of cups in reverse, the ace of cups in reverse. It's very draining whatever the situation is. I see you really wanting to defend yourself, your brother, kind of what's at hand. Um I'm seeing the path to staying feeling very much like maybe an obligation, maybe like I have to stay or I'm a failure in some kind of way, just kind of feeling drained by the responsibility, so to speak. However, I do see you said that you were trying to move away for a new start. Uh, I do see you planning to move away for that new start, and with that, I see moving away for a new start is going to, or at least the intention behind doing that is to get you out of this place of like a hermit mode into socializing more, into like stepping into a new life. Like you want to move to a new place, but you want to make new social connections. However, I see you also kind of viewing the decision to move as being impulsive given the family situation that's going on right now. Um, Again, it's really between a rock and a hard place right now. It's very difficult to tell you to stay though, because I do think if you decide to do that, I don't think that it's going to be easy. I think that it's going to be very, very draining. What's your advice? You also have the devil at the bottom of the deck, the chariot reversed, and then the seven of swords upright at the bottom of the deck. This is about being very attached to the outcome. Your highest self is definitely guiding you. If you don't have support already, to reach out to somebody that can support you emotionally and mentally throughout this time, because I do think that if you get too overly involved and too attached to your brother's situation and the outcome of his life, if you overly attach yourself, if you overly involve yourself in it, I don't see it being an easy route. I see it being, I see your life being put on hold if you attach yourself too much to the outcome of your brothers. There needs to be a balance here. Whatever you decide to do, whether it's to stay and go, you need to work on setting appropriate boundaries so you aren't too wrapped up in what your brother's life ends up being, or the outcome of like the fire he set, so to speak. I'm getting the guidance to detach, let go. Even if you decide to stay, let go. I know this is counterintuitive, but the more that you can take care of yourself, Prism, the more that you can pour into yourself and the more emotional boundaries that you can set for yourself, it will actually help your family more, versus like the more you let your mind get anxious about your brother's situation and get really wrapped up in it, the less you're actually going to have energy to help him, because it's like the that's like a one way ticket to get energy drained for life, you know. So your guidance here, if you want like a happier family situation, is definitely to take care of yourself, gain your strength back in taking care of yourself, and then that way you'll be able to show up for your brother in a way that feels appropriate. Anything else? Anything else? This is weird, but this is just coming to my mind. If you do delay the move and work on yourself, I actually see that I'm not saying that you should delay the move, because at the end of the day it is your decision, but I'm getting something about, if you have to delay the move, as long as you focus on building yourself and don't get lost in your brother's situation, I do see a potential chance for recovery here. Um like maybe you put things on hold, but maybe you don't let it pass a significant amount of time. Maybe you delay the move by like a month, or maybe, you know what I mean? Like maybe you delay the move by a certain amount of time and then, you know, work on it so it still takes place. And then I actually see that being good. You know, maybe delay it, but like don't delay it forever type of advice. Because if you delay it and give yourself a chance to put your ducks in a row and like uh be there for your brother in an appropriate way, then I actually do see things going more in your favor, if that makes sense. Okay. Do you have any questions about that, Prism? I'm so sorry, I haven't even checked in with you. Like, did that resonate? Do you have any questions about that that you want to ask? I also wanted to pull some oracle energy on yourself. So if you have any questions about yourself, not pertaining to like your family situation, if you want like, what's my highest self trying to tell me, you know, I could confirmation burp. I can totally pull um my oracle decks. But let me know how that resonated, Prism. Let me know. Sel, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Or if you have any other questions. Sel, thank you so much. That is so kind. Thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are really like showing the love tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Sel, did you have a particular question that you wanted to ask the tarot now that I'm pulling? Let me know, Prism. Let me know. Let me know if you're still in the chat. Thank you so much, Sel. I really appreciate it. Are you a covert emo slash goth? I've dabbled in it, but never actually. So I can't call myself an emo slash goth. I wish. Prism, let me know if you have any other questions to add on top of that. And then I can move on to your oracle. That was spot on. Oh my gosh, thank you. I was planning the move for months, felt angry and trapped, but still obligated. Probably gonna move after getting immediate issues settled. Def curious on more. Yes, let me know, Prism, if you have any questions about yourself or about um anything. It could be unrelated, it could be related, but just let me know if you have any other specific questions you would like to ask the tarot, because I also have some oracle cards here that I would love to pull for you. And let me know, Stell, if you have a question. And thank you guys so much for the donations. Like, I it really helped you guys. This channel, like, it really helps because without it, it would just be hard to, put time into it. So I really appreciate you guys. Should I get hella huzz again? I don't know what that means. Amanda, my one eye just left me. Aw. Amanda, I set my life on fire 3 years ago. What am I to do next? Oh, when in doubt, buy yourself a tarot deck. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't need me to read for you. You can read for yourselves, okay? All it takes is a tarot deck and an intuition and a guidebook, so to speak. Um, he left for the desert. Confirmation burp. I just burped again. Confirmation burp. Yo, rip one-itis. It's okay. I feel like there's other people aligned with you more than just one. Um, I wish I wasn't emo. Oh, but are you an emo goth? If so, that is based as F. I know that. I know. I really. I am friends with. I have been friends with real emos and real goths in this lifetime. I have a lot of cool friends, people that are cooler than me. Unfortunately, I don't know. I just could never focus to get into it. But if you want, I could give you some like emo music that I listen to. I like Hailstorm. I don't know if that's emo, but I like Hailstorm. Oh my god, I love. You guys want to know what I listen to? Like F everything I said. I listen to one band and it's this band. I feel like you guys might hate it. Um and I don't know if I could show it on stream. Oh my god, it's literally up already. This is the band I listen to. PVRIS Paris. I've I actually kind of feel bad that I revealed that because like this band is so special to me. I don't want anyone to know what I actually listen to, but I literally only listen to them. And you guys may hate it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I connect with all the music. It's not even funny. Okay. Prism, let me know. Let me know. Let me know what your follow-up questions are once you get a chance. Or I could jump into the oracle. Just let me know whatever you prefer. You do you know who they are? If you know who they are, oh my god, that's freaking incredible. I know, looks maxing, hooks maxing. What about old maxing? Like we are literally all going to die. Miss me with looks maxing, okay? Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Gatekeeping. Gatekeeping. I actually I went through a miniature emo phase. I mean, I was friends with the emos at a certain point, you guys. I really was. Like I gravitate towards emos easily. I love emo people. They're the best. Goth people are the best. Like emo goth people are the freaking best. Okay, actually there's this girl that I watched on YouTube. She has 3 boobs. Her name is Try Devil. Oh my god, I was obsessed with her when I was a kid, when I was in high school. I'm very strange. She was emo. Is she still is that her name? Oh my god, oh my god, I just swore. I did not mean to do that, but I love her. I just swore. I said the F word. Okay. This is her YouTube channel. Everyone go follow her. She's an emo. She's weird as hell. She one of my favorite videos by her, and I don't know if it's still up. I used to watch her literally years ago, but one of my favorite videos was she had a giant beehive and she took it down. And like she had a giant beehive behind her wall, like literally the size of like this wall. It was a giant beehive behind her drywall, and she like dismantled it and like took the beehive out and like did. She was just like, "Oh yeah, I didn't feel like hiring anyone to take the bees out, so I did it myself." I'm like, "Girl, I could never. Bees? Are you kidding? She bought the whole suit. She got everything. I wonder if she still has that video up. Yes, here it is. Here it is. Sorry, you guys. I love streaming. This is so funny. I can't believe we're talking about this. Look at removing a 4-foot beehive in my bedroom. Look at this. Look at what this girl did. I mean, it's incredible. Or this woman. It's incredible. Here. Look at look at those bees. She got rid of all of them by herself. That's crazy. Sorry. I'm so off topic right now. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gustavo. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I miss the old YouTube. Me too. Me too. YouTube 2016. I know. This might be a stretch, but there's an 80s band called Strawberry Switchblade. They make they make bubble gum pop, goth music, and rule. Do you have a song by them that I should look up? If you guys have any music recommendations, I will literally add it to my playlist. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brazil. Thank you. Prism, I'm not seeing any other comments. Du-du-du. I know there was literally a 4 foot. You guys got to watch the video. It's insane. You guys got. I live for this video. I saw this video 5 years ago, and I still think about this video. Look at. Wait. I'm like looking at it right now. Ah! God! Look at those are all bees. Those are all bees. Bees. Every single one is a bee. And this woman with 3 boobs, she removed the bees. Or like her thing is that she has 3 boobs. That's why she's called Tri Devil. I love her. Sorry. I just like no one knows her. I just love her. She has like 10K subscribers. I've been her biggest fan for years. Um, I thought you were joking when you said no, she has 3 boobs. She's like, yeah, you guys brought up goth. Like, she's my goth queen. Are you kidding? I love her. I'd love to have her on the channel. I would die to have her on the channel. I know I listen to a lot of Lil Peep because I'm. I don't want to say what generation I am, but I listen to a lot of Lil Peep, and I know the song Switchblades, Cocaine, Goth Boy Click made all say the I love Lil Peep though. Rip Lil Peep, like I love him too. I have theory about why he died, and it was because he was surrounded by people that only cared about clout, not about him. But that's a different story for a different day. Oh yeah, I know. I miss John. You guys love modding and censorship, huh? You are worse than women. Jesus, calm down. Also, the singer Rosie Mc. I'm stupid. Check out the song Tibet. Okay, okay, I'll check it out. Wait, I will check it out. Wait, Tibet. Okay, I'm gonna look her up. Tibet. Tibet. I'm gonna look her up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You guys have permission to like exit the stream. I'm sorry. I just said that. Okay. I don't want to get I'm gonna add it. I feel like I feel like I already am going to like it, so I'm going to add it to my playlist. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry my mouth doesn't know how to say words. How can we start to value ourselves instead of relying on others? This is a lifelong journey. It takes a lot of work, but it's 100% worth it, is the thing. It's 100% worth it. But it's a lifelong journey. But once you can master this, then you like what people don't realize is they come to me, oh, I need my like 4+4 dating advice. It's like you won't even need dating advice once you heal some of these broken parts of yourself. You won't even be looking for that external validation once you can heal intrinsically. That's what this channel is for. And men are not offered that. Um, it's a weird title, but I love her music. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm probably gonna become a fan. Like, I'm very open to music recommendations. Are you not entertained? Oh, I was thinking about how to explain another situation, but it's complicated. There's a woman we call Kay. She's in a bad spot and I care. I'm not sure how much to help and what to expect. I was thinking of a okay. Do you want me to ask if you should help Kay? Is she like a romantic interest, or do you want me to ask like what should you expect with Kay? Like should you help her and what should you expect from the situation? Would that be good? Let me know. I used to apologize so much that at the time the roommates I was living with, they I was living with I had 2 roommates, they were both male, and at the time, my roommates were like, "Amanda, we are gonna start a sorry jar, and every time you say 'I'm sorry,' like, you have to put, like, a dollar or a quarter in it." And because, like, it got bad. It got bad how much I was saying, "I'm sorry." It got bad. Nice. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for the recommendation. Even recommend it in the comments of any YouTube video because I usually do try to read most of the comments. I I really don't mean to skip anything on purpose. It's a lot of chat though. I don't want to fall behind. Does escapism being single equal not ready for new relationships? I think I've seen you elsewhere. What do you think about those cosmic explorations some people go through in their lives, those everyday horrors and stuff? I like my life now as it is. It is probably going to improve soon as I can. Cosmic explosions. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Cell. I wish like I mean more specific. I don't know what you mean by cosmic explosions. Are you talking like just spiritual are you talking like a tower moment in the tarot? Just like people that struggle a lot? What was it like? It was great. I loved that time in my life. It was great for the most part. I don't know if I would like do it again, but it was great. Um Oh, that's sweet. Glad you took the time to check it out. Yeah, of course. Bro was ready to retire just off of saying sorry. Yeah, because I'm schizophrenic drug addict. Schizoaffective drug addict. Are you receiving support? It's okay to struggle with addiction. Do not be ashamed. Do not be ashamed. Struggling with addiction does not make you any less human. Prism, let me know if I can just ask like should you help Kay and what to expect? Because then I'll ask the tarot that. Just type yes in the comments if that works, and then I'll give you the reading. Because I just want to make sure you're still here as well. I get lost in the commenting Taco Bell sauce. You guys have been incredible today. I really, really appreciate it. Psychology meds sometimes. I feel like psychology meds isn't the same thing as receiving like support. Do you have a therapist? Do you have a counselor? Do you have a sponsor? AA? Do you go to AA meetings? Okay, sure. Let's ask, should I help Kay and what to expect? Still was trying to think of a way to explain without exposing too much. Okay, I got you. Should you help Kay and what to expect? Should you help Kay and what to expect? Should you help Kay? Hmm. 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 Okay. Um. So, in a way, what I'm seeing between you and Kay is I don't know if at I'm seeing if you help her that this would be a period of help that would not last a long time. It would be like a flame of help that burns quickly is almost the way that it feels. I I weirdly do think that you could be of service to her in some kind of way, like that collaborating with her would help her gain her strength back. But I think that investing too much into it or expecting it to be something long lasting is kind of a lot right now. I see you also being overwhelmed, like in terms of what to expect. I just expect you, if you choose that route, to be really overwhelmed because you got the 10 of cups in reverse again. And then you got the 5 of cups in reverse, and then the justice in reverse, and then the judgment. So I see you, if you choose to go that route, I just I expect you to have to be put in this position where you're constantly having to think for everyone else. Like I don't really know how else to explain that. I think you're also like a pretty smart person. And I'm not just saying that lightly. Like you're um people are asking you for your help for a reason, so to speak. But with that being said, I just see it I don't know if you in terms of what to expect, I just see it being kind of stressful, a little bit. I see it kind of being sort of similar to the last situation, but a bit of like a lose lose. I do think that if you helped her a little bit, though, that would help. Like, I think that your help would help her. I don't know if that makes sense, but you have the magician and then the 4 of cups and then the 3 of cups at the bottom of the deck and then the hanged man and then the knight of pentacles. So your advice is definitely to connect with others. Like a lot of people like need you in their lives, so like connect with others, but definitely have the will to believe in yourself when it comes to taking the opportunity to not give up on yourself. make sure you're not losing yourself in the help of others. Because with the Four of Cups coming through in the reverse, I do see this being a time in your life where you like, if you focus on yourself, if you capitalize on yourself, I see you down the road finding better people in your life in which you wouldn't have to like take too much responsibility for them for, if that makes any sense. Um, I see that I see this being a time in your life for you to build your security, for you to kind of look at things from a different perspective, for you to rest and take care of yourself and not get lost in the grief of other people that can't make decisions for themselves, is the way that it feels. For some reason, you're like a decision maker for a lot of people at this time. So I do think that you could help Kay in making some of those choices. But at the end of the day, it's up to her to change. And if you think if you think helping her will invest in something long term, I wouldn't necessarily expect that, at least not at this time. Um, I'm just seeing you really needing to lean into your discernment and not into any people pleasing. Not saying that you do that, but like not into any, oh, I'm doing this just because of this. Like, really make sure whatever help you are providing, it is coming from a place of also helping yourself. Because I do see this being a time in your life where where making new connections is going to be very significant to your growth with the magician coming through in the upright, and not to lose that opportunity to become secure in connections that are more secure, if that makes any sense. Let me know, Prism, if you have any other direct questions to ask about Kay. If you have anything more direct I could ask about her. It's really funny. The same cards keep falling out for you. It's really funny. Okay. Great. Great. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. I just, as long as you're not missing out on the opportunities that are meant for you, um in order to like help others, like then I think you'll be good, because I do see this being a time. I do see something coming up in the future where making connections with people that you haven't that aren't currently in your life is going to be important. Something like this. I don't know, but that's a different story for another day. But I'm glad that it resonates. I'm glad that it resonates, Prism. Thank you so much again for your donation. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna pull you an oracle card and an affirmation card just to wrap this up. So don't go anywhere. One second. And I am getting off of the stream soon. Um, Maybe I'll come back on. I'm not sure, but if anyone has any final questions or personal readings or something, if you guys really can get the chat chatting again, maybe I'll stay on a little longer, but I think I might head off soon. I just banned that guy, so I shouldn't have let him stay in the chat for even that long. I've had many hate videos made about me before. It's pretty much the same thing. Ooh, okay. Prism, you got the Panther card. You got the Panther. This is a really cool card. I rarely pull this. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Hello, Michael. Thanks for joining the chat. I thought about doing that, but there's no point to feed into the hate. I have a hate video made about me that has like maybe 30,000 plus views, like more views than any video I've ever gotten on my own channel. Like I be getting hate, but I don't care because I still do what I do. Okay. This is for Prism. You got Panther. Annihilation of the unnecessary purging. The Panther won't stand to see our growth. Let me pull the card. Where did I just put the card? Okay. Sorry. Prism, this is for you. The Panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc with the ultimate intention of bringing us towards more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the Panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences and they've made us better people. Trust that Panther's journeys always lead to a brighter place. Wow, I love that. I love that. I do feel like that things are gonna change for you, especially after you make that move and everything. Or just down the line. When in balance, brave, productive. When out of balance, self-destructive. To bring into balance, get rid of the unnecessary. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh, and then Prism, you got the I am balanced card. I am balanced. I embrace balance in my life, nurturing my mind, body, and spirit. I listen to my body and give it what it needs to maintain physical and emotional balance. I am the master of my life's balance and I create equilibrium in all that I do. I'm in tune with my needs and set healthy boundaries to maintain balance in my relationships, my time management, and my life. Balance is the foundation of my success and it keeps getting better. Balance. Oh my gosh, I love that. So you got Panther and Balance. Panther and Balance. This is for you, Prism. Thank you so much again for your donation. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope that all of that helped and all of that made sense. Amanda, what are you going to do once you get your master's? Well, I already am working towards my master's now, so I'll just continue doing social work with the people in person, IRL. And then I have my YouTube on the side. And then I help you guys. I would love one day though for I don't know, it's weird. Like I would love to do just YouTube, but um I love working with kids and therefore it's like I love the population of men and kids. So like those are the two populations I like to work in. Social work more with kids, but I take what I learned from that and like apply it to my work here. Thank you so much, Prism. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you so much again. Oh, thank you, Frankie Ducky. Thank you. Yeah, we wish you all the best. W Prism. Yes, I only did I'm not actually chat only. I only did that video because everyone comments that. So Amanda, rejection has made me bitter. If there's anything, okay, this is what I always like to think of. I refuse to be bitter. Why? Why, you might ask? I don't know why. And listen, I'm a female person, but bitter women I fight tooth and nail. I fight hard to not turn out like one of them. And I'm talking like, like those older women that look at their lives with regret. I'm sure it's the same for men. Like those older men that are bitter, look at their lives with regret. You got to fight hard to not become like them. And how do you do that? You maintain your child's spirit. That means no matter how much pain you go through, you are not willing to sacrifice your hope. If people think it's easy to hope, haha, no, it's not. It's so easy to be nihilistic, cynical, and bitter. Heck, we should all easily be doing that. It's those of us that hold on to hope even when the universe, is like f you. It's those of us that can do that maintain the childhood spirit, that don't grow up to be bitter. Be too strong and stubborn to become bitter. Yes, yes. It's really funny because I once heard my favorite stand-up comedian say, the reason why she didn't end her life is because she likes to be petty, and I think that's so funny. So for those of you that it's like people have put me through the ringer, live a good life. That's the best way to be petty. I can't end my life. It's too embarrassing to do that. I like wouldn't want to give anyone that satisfaction, and you shouldn't want to either. You shouldn't want to either. Right. I'm texting my mom back. My parents be chatting to me this stream. 1 second. Yes, let me know what your questions are before I leave. Before I leave for tonight. I'm still here though. I'm still hanging out, so just let me know. The one thing I hate about YouTube is I wish that I could just get off stream and then come back. But because with YouTube, it's like when you go live, it becomes a VOD, right? And then it just feels weird to do 2 of those in 1 day. It's like I'm making 2 videos in 1 day. Versus with TikTok, you can just easily live stream at like 2 p.m. and then come back later at like 6 p.m. or whatever. Like 2 p.m. and then like get like a snack for 35 minutes, then come back. I would like to reach 1,000 followers on TikTok because if that is the case, what does that mean? Then I can live stream on TikTok, which means I could just live stream more easily. However, I've never live streamed on TikTok before. I've only done it on YouTube, so I don't know if I'll like it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll like it. Every social media platform is pretty much. I actually think that YouTube, you can at least curate it so then your algorithm isn't that bad. I just wish YouTube did not have shorts. I hate YouTube shorts. Why? Because you guys, I'm like a rat in a lab. I click on a short and then I scroll and then I like actually talk about making me bitter that I just like lose part of my soul and alongside a couple good decent brain cells remaining, and then I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I lose respect for myself, and it's just like this whole thing. I make shorts. I just hate short form content because I scroll on it. Like I hate to say that I doom scroll. I doom scroll and I feel like I'm doing it against my will. I'm like, why did I just scroll on these videos for 5 minutes? I hate it. I hate how good social media is at like making you addicted. Like I hate that. And it's not like that's a part of my personality. Like I have an addictive personality, but I'm not like technology driven. Like I spend a lot of time outside. I'm like overstimulated by like a tree branch. I don't need to be scrolling through 500 different videos, and yet I still do it. I hate that. I hate that. I hate the monkey in me. Why? I know, and I hate it. I wish that I could do something in my settings to make all like short forms banned because the only reason why I have TikTok is I have creators that I follow for their live streams. I love their live streams. So if I could get rid of TikTok content, like I just need it to not be there because it just sucks me in. Like it makes no sense. Like I need it to not be there. And so once I'm on like TikTok or something, I'm only there for the live streams. I don't want any TikTok content. I just want to know if my like favorite creators are live streaming or not. Yes or no. That's all I want to see when I open TikTok is just live streams. And then when I open YouTube, I just want to see long videos. I don't want to see the shorts because I'll click on them and then I'll scroll and then I'll be like, what have I been doing? Why am I monkeying around like this? A lot of streamers do that. I have a TikTok. It's linked below, but I want to go live on TikTok. Oh, hello, bacon and eggs. That's an excellent username. Thank you for joining. Hmm. Yeah, that's funny. That I actually thought about doing something like that, but I'm like, that's kind of I just still hate that. Who got banned? Has anyone ever hired a matchmaker? Matchmakers are for like the elite. I always viewed matchmakers as like for millionaires and billionaires get like matchmakers. It's such like a fancy like elite thing. Like, oh, I have my yacht and then I hired a matchmaker to find me some dates. You know what I mean? It's so elite. It's so elite. Yeah, it's so money. It's so money, honey. It's money, honey. Matchmakers are all about the money, honey. Money honeys. That's the matchmaking business. That's what it's about. I wonder if there's a way to modernize matchmaking though for us fellow pedestrians. Yeah, fair. I know how to get rid of no, I hate that. I want to get rid of it though on my device because I'm like a child. I'm literally like my it's like a baby brain flips on and then I'm watching all these shorts. Like I need to put like baby guards up. Like I need to put like when you have a baby and like you don't want it to fall down the stairs, so then you have like a like or go up the stairs or whatever, get lost. So then you have like a gate, like a baby gate. I need that for short form content. I need a baby gate for short form content. That is sad. But I know I'm not alone in that, but I'm just saying, like, I really hate that I struggle with that. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, bacon and eggs. Oh my god, I'd love to read for you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I'm having a lot of fun streaming today, guys. I might stay on for a little while. Dang. Y'all roped me back in. Y'all roped me back in. Okay. I actually have to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna be right back. I've been streaming for 2 hours. Thank you all for being here. Ask your questions. We're gonna continue this very great conversation. I'm having a bunch of fun. Thank you all for being here. And I'll be right back. Okay. I am back, everyone. I'm back. Okay, let's see. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Hello. I am back. Hello, hello. Thank you guys for waiting while I ran to the restroom. Okay. Du-du-du. Okay. Are you still here so I can answer your question? Bacon and eggs. Are you still here? Are you still here? Are you still here? Bacon and eggs. Okay, great. My bathroom experience was great. Okay. Bacon and eggs, are you still in the chat? Because then I'll read your comment. But in the meantime, let's see what I missed. I still might get off soon, by the way, but oh my gosh, I'm going to sneeze. But I'm kind of having fun. So if we can get it popping. Okay. Oh, I see you, Bacon. I see you. I see you, Bacon. I see you. Um, I always thought the song, like, do you guys know the song Rich Girl? Like, she's a rich girl. You guys know that song, like Rich Girl? Uh, it's like an old song, but I think that that song is perfect for making bacon, like sizzling bacon. If I ever wake up one morning and for some reason I'm making bacon, which I used to make bacon a lot more. I don't make it as much anymore. I don't know why. I just don't really crave it as much. But when I used to crave bacon a lot, I went through a phase. I used to wake up, make my bacon in the kitchen, and then I would like play She's a rich girl and you go too far and you know it don't matter anyway. Another good thing about streaming on TikTok as opposed to YouTube is that you can play music. Do you know how much I would love to play music right now? Do you guys know how much I would love to play music? Turkey bacon is better, but you guys get this. I'm allergic to turkey. I'm actually allergic to turkey. Like turkey, period. Isn't that an insanely odd allergy to have? That's so weird. I'm allergic to turkey and I'm also gluten sensitive. That's so like strange. I know. Like dead at like on this blood test. I got the whole blood panel done and it came back I'm allergic to turkey. Turkey, I tell you. Turkey. You can rely on the old man's money. He's just a rich girl, and it go too far, and it doesn't go better anyway. You guys, like, it's such a good song to make bacon to. So if you ever wake up one morning and you're making eggs and you're making bacon, you got to play the song "Rich Girl," just like the person I'm about to read for, bacon and eggs. I hope you're making your bacon and eggs to "Rich Girl." Okay, I gotta answer your question too, by the way, about future relationships. I'd love to see what comes through. If you're still in the chats, let me know. Turkey is so expensive in New Zealand. Okay, you're here. You're here. Yes. Is it it's such a good song. I would play it for you guys right now, but thank the YouTube gods for not allowing me to. Stupid. But versus TikTok, you can actually play music. So follow me on TikTok, okay? Link below. I'd love to be live streaming on TikTok. Okay. One thing I wish I could pee standing up. I wish I could do that. Um I wish if I could pee standing up, oh my god. There's a lot of conveniences that can come with that. Wait, I'm friends with a former trad wife influencer and she told me her husband is leaving her. Pee in a bush. Yeah, I mean, if I could pee anywhere at all times, oh my god. No, Frankie, I literally quit drinking. I'm literally stone cold sober right now during this live. That's hilarious that you think that though. That's so funny. No, I wish. I wish I was drinking because then that would make it make more sense. But I'm actually insane. I'm actually so weird. That is so funny. I've literally never been approached by a guy in my life ever. Pe- Who's like people don't talk to each other. It's 2026. We are all alone, including woman. Okay, sorry. I lost my sauce. I'm having way too much fun during this I don't know what the heck happened. Like I've lost my sauce. The third wall is down. I'm exposing myself. Okay, but I'm doing a tarot reading, so I got to get serious. I'm just in a very silly mood. Being standing up is a yeah, stop bragging. Stop bragging. Must be nice. Must be nice. Okay, stop bragging. Stop bragging. I know it is. I know like you don't got to tell me twice. I envy the peeing standing up thing. Okay, I envy it. You don't have to tell me twice, okay? Must be nice, okay? To not have to sit down to take a PISS. Although I'm sure some men do prefer to take a PISS sitting down. I heard that on podcast that men prefer that because sometimes you want to sit down, you want to scroll, doom scroll, like I was just complaining about, or you want to look at some magazines and you want to, you know, read the newspaper. Okay, so you want to sit down, you want to have that nice time, get in that toilet seat. Okay, you want to like relax. Sometimes a toilet seat is just the best place where you could sit for an hour and relax. I have a tarot deck with paintings of anthropomorph sorry, I'm dyslexic, anthropomorphic medieval axe cats. Great. I know what you're trying to say. I'm just like, unfortunately, like my brain cells like literally got burned, so I can't read it. I don't believe actually here in Brazil I expose myself to interact with girls, but most of the times it's not understood anymore. Oh, okay. Well, good, good. I'm glad. Yeah. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe people are still talking. I don't know. Too many women are able to work from home and never leave their house. That's why men don't approach them. I don't work from home, baby. I'm a full-time like social worker outside of this. Like full-time in school for social work, but like in the field for social work. I just I just don't think I just don't think the landscape of organically meeting people really exists post technology. Not saying that it can't happen. It's just trickier. It's just we're living in weird, unprecedented times socially, especially. Yeah, well, TikTok has an even worse character limit. That's so one thing I will say about YouTube is like at least you guys can type more in the chat. TikTok, it's even worse. It's like you can put like a sentence, basically. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Blue Note. There you go. This is bars. You're coming out with the bars. I love that. Okay, I'm like supposed to be doing a tarot reading and I feel so bad because I don't know if they're in here anymore. Bacon and eggs. I'm sorry I took so long. My brain. I'm gonna scroll up to just your tarot question. So then you know I'm summoning you. I did. I turned it in. Y'all think I be playing. I'm not. Okay, where did your question go? Okay, here we go. I'm summoning you. Oh, great. Okay, awesome. I see you. Okay. I'm answering your question now. Uh Dead rabbits. If you have violent impulses, I suggest you talk to somebody because you don't want to black out in anger and end up in jail and like for the rest of your life to lose all the magic and hope that it could have ever had. Talk to a therapist and then see if you can get on medication as well. Potentially. I don't know. I don't know though. That's why you got to talk to a therapist, a mental health professional, because they can actually guide you a lot better than I can. This is another side rant, but if you manifest jail, that's a whole nother thing. You ought to be careful. You gotta get it's not bad advice because if you have anger to where you black out, like people struggle with anger to when they get rage. If you get rage and then you black out because of the rage, you have got to get a grip on it or you're gonna end up in jail. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. I don't know, like all due respect, I don't know what else you want me to tell you. If you have anger and you black out, because some of us have anger where we black out and we don't know what we just did, and then we open our eyes and like somebody's on the floor, and then the cops are coming and you're in jail. So you have to get a grip on that. And also, if you think that ending another person's life and you surviving after that, if you think that you won somehow, you didn't. Because when life ends, for most people, they go into a very peaceful white light. Very peaceful. We should not fear death. But living the rest of your life in jail, that's brutal. And also, anger usually is protecting us from sadness. But that's a different story for another day. Okay. All right. Bacon and eggs. Let's like clear the energy. We got to clear the energy. Thank you so much, Goose Tracksuit. I really appreciate you. Oof. We're clearing the energy with this stuff today. I too clarity. There we go. It's got sage, it's got crystals, it's got it all. Okay. What's to come in the future with bacon and eggs? What's to come in the future with bacon and eggs? What's to come in the future with bacon and eggs? What's to come in the future with bacon and eggs? What's to come in love, romantically speaking? In love, what's to come romantically speaking? What is to come romantically speaking? Oh, thank you. What's to come romantically speaking? What's to come romantically speaking? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Have you met somebody? If you haven't met somebody, I see it happening for you. I see this happening for you rather quickly. I do see you meeting someone, period. Like point blank. There's someone in this energy. If you haven't met them already, you got the Two of Cups, you got the Three of Cups. You probably will meet this person through mutual friends or a mutual friend group. You can't see it right now or through like learning, education, whatever. It's going to be a lot of change. So make sure you're in a place where you're ready to take on that change. I do see you meeting someone. I see you meeting someone. I see you being in an area of growth and learning. Am I yelling? Does it sound like I'm yelling? But I do see you being in an area of growth and learning. I see this change coming in for you rather quickly, even if you can't see it right now. So like get prepared. Because you got the death card. You got the death card. Things are gonna change. I feel like you're gonna meet somebody that's like very stable and nurturing. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm freaking out. It's so rare. You are gonna meet like somebody of the long term, I feel like. Granted, energy can always shift and change. Life is all mental game. So you are constructing this reality, but I really do see it happening for you. However, make sure any past grievances that you have of past relationships where anything was out of balance, make sure you heal that. Heal any wound or any grief. Do not project into this new relationship things of your past is definitely coming through. Definitely nurture yourself. I see there being a very good, like, woman, whatever, coming into your life. I see this being like a very good person, whoever this is. I see you, and I do see you meeting her. I wonder if you know this person already. Whoever this person is very nurturing and very like a good, like a really good person. Have you met this person already? I'm not 100% positive it's the person you just asked about. I'm not 100% positive because I do feel as though it may come after you're done talking to the person that you're talking to. You really hope it's the person you're talking to now? Okay. Can I get a name or initial for them? Can I get a name or initial so that I can pull on this energy? If it's not them, I do see you meeting someone though, like very soon. Especially soon, like within the context of this year. Okay. Did you meet this person through work or in school? Or how did you meet this person? Through work? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Then yeah. Then yeah. Okay. Then yeah. I think it could be. I think it very much could be. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more specific, but yeah, I do. I think it could be because I got if you met this person through work or school or something, then I think yes. Do you want to ask like any advice or something? I see really good potential there. I think. Yes, I'm seeing really good potential with this person. Yes. I'm seeing really like look, I'm literally seeing like really good potential. It may take time. Like don't pressure anything, don't rush into anything. It may take time. You guys might be slowly developing things. So like give it time, give it patience. She might be working on herself right now. Do you guys share friends? Like, I'm getting a lot about, like a lot of, like, alignment in a lot of different ways. Okay. Yeah. No, there's, like, a lot of great potential here, bacon and eggs. Like, there's a lot of great potential. Keep keep focusing on your security though. 'Cause she seems like a really secure person. Keep focusing on your security. Give it time. Don't put pressure on it. She might need to like work on herself a little bit and vice versa, but I really do. I see a lot of good potential here. A lot of good potential. Alrighty. Okay. Do you guys have any more questions or anything? I had so much fun this live stream. This might have been I don't know why. I just really enjoyed this. This is why I gotta go live more, you guys. This is why I've got to go live more. This is why I've got to go live more. I am not AI. I am not. I'm not AI. I had so much fun. Yeah, definitely. Don't put any pressure on it. Listen, like sometimes when we put a lot of pressure or expectation on a relationship, it ends up making the relationship backfire. So really come at this from like a place of abundance. But yeah, I see really great potential there. I see really great potential. Keep focusing on yourself and your security. I just see a lot of good potential there. And heal the past. Make sure all your side of the street is cleaned up and take it one step at a time. I see a lot of great potential. I hope that that helps. I hope that that helps. Good luck. Good luck. Feel free to come back for a tarot reading or give me an update at any time. Okay. Older sister. It's funny you say that because I kind of feel like I give that because I work with kids and I feel like a lot of the kids I work with, I've really tap into an older sister energy. Thank you. Thanks so much, Bacon. Thank you guys all for being here. This was so fun. I'm like, should I should I stay on for another 10 minutes or should I get off? I feel like this was perfect. We've been on for 2.5 hours. This has been a stream. If you guys have not already, please check out my latest video called Men Are Done, capital done pretending. Men Are Done Pretending. Please check it out. Please like, comment. It's one of my favorite videos of all time. Of course, like my favorite videos of all time. Like I just like want a deeper push in the algorithm. Um, do you have any other podcast books or teachers you would recommend? Not anything I'm willing to share. I'm quite a gatekeeper. Like when it comes, like you guys know, I've talked about my parasocial parents before. It's a man and a woman that I follow. They are very different careers, but they both like share content. Obviously, how else could I be parasocial with them? And I say that they raised me, and I literally refuse to tell anyone who they are. I am a bit of a gatekeeper. But in terms of like books and stuff, I did like The Unexpected Joy of Getting Sober by Catherine Gray. That was a good book. It's from a female perspective though, and I do recommend if you are a male wanting to get sober, listening also to a male perspective, listen to both. Why not? But um I don't know. I need to read more, honestly. I'd probably have more books if I read more, but I'm in a phase where I need to read more. I like The Will to Change by Bell Hooks. Hello, hello. But yeah, I don't really have any anything that's like worth sharing at this time. But I plan to get more things to share once I get more educated. Okay, once I get more brain cells added into the bank. Rare Amanda L for gatekeeping. I can't like specifically my parasocial parents, I cannot reveal them. Like I probably will one day. Definitely will one day, but not right now cuz they shaped my life. When you're a kid and you obviously like I love my family, things have gotten a lot better, but like during my childhood I was very much like neglected emotionally. Like I felt like I lived a separate life from every single one of my family members, so I had to like find something to follow. I had nothing in front of me to follow. I had no direction, I had no guidance, I had no protection, I had nothing, and I needed something. I had to raise myself, so I was like, okay, I don't know anything. I'm like a teenager. How can I raise myself? And then I adopted two parasocial parents, and they've been raising me since high school. I love it. Brutal, brutal, brutal. What do you think girls think of goofy slash unserious guys who like joking? I think many girls. I feel like many girls love that, but it depends on the girl. Like if she's goofy, like two goofies together, perfect match. Yes, I felt like it was too. If you were talking about this stream. Oh, thank you so much, Ben. Thank you. You guys want to hear a dark song? You guys want to hear a dark song? You guys want to hear a dark song? You guys don't even know how emo I can get with music. It's not even emo. This is classified as something else. I will show you the song. If you guys do this, listen to the song. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Do not do this. If you listen to the song Lay Down in the Dark with headphones in, it's literally a 10-minute song about I don't want to give away what it's about, but it's really dark and it's called it's on my playlist. I wait, is it? I don't think it's on the playlist. Oh, okay, it's by if you guys don't know this band, it's early 2000s band. Like it's by Immortal Technique and it's called Dance with the Devil. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. It's about assault and it's about murder and it's really scary. Do not listen to it unless you're like insane like me. Do not listen to it. But if you listen to it, oh my god, there's no diversity in the melting pot. What was the saying? Oh my god, there's bars in here. Their bars is effed up. This is the darkest song I've ever listened to in my whole life. Ever. I'll like read you like just a few of the lyrics. Wait, this song I love this song though. It's about growing up in gang violence and just the consequences of that and how hard that is. I can't read any of these lyrics because I probably get demonetized. It's such a good song though. It's so dark though. It's a dark song. Like y'all think I'm playing. I think it's the darkest song that ever exists. You can send me your emo music. Nothing's gonna top Dancing with the Devil. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. Like actually don't listen. I don't actually recommend anyone to listen to it. I just felt the need to share that. Is this my longest stream? Dang, maybe it is, honestly. Let me check. I'm going on my YouTube. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. I'm telling you, Dan, I'm telling you, that song is nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. The song I recommended is bad. We could we could talk about it. Like this could be like a book club for effed up songs, and everyone has to go listen to the song, and then we discuss it next time we go live. If one person listens to that and can discuss it with me, we can talk about that song. I like that song. It's so messed up though. It's like a mind f. It's a mind f. But it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. But it's a mind f. I know it's brutal. Like you have to. It's a 10-minute song. Like it's a slow song. It's a story. You have to listen to every word. And don't like look up, oh, what is the song about? Like if you're gonna do it, just do it like how I did it, and just like the way that I first heard that song, it was insane. It was insane. I know I gotta stop talking about it. Cold Case Files is one of my favorite shows. Yeah, it's a cold case. So many cold cases. So many cold cases. You like the beat and the vocals? Oh, just wait till you hear the lyrics. The beat and the vocals are good, but once you hear the lyrics, oh, oh, it's such a good song. Ah, it's such a good song. It's such a good song. Like, I just want like one of you guys to have already known what it's about. Okay, then don't listen to the song. If you have experienced like being assaulted, I would not listen to the song. Major trigger warning for the song. Major trigger warning. It's such a good song. I'm trying to find like a quote that I can say that'll give you guys like a hint. I mean, it's just wow. He did another song about Bush and like President Bush in like the early 2000s and all the whatever.
Hello?